In the midst of our BMX Vert Finals, DMC Dennis McCoy, the wily veteran, the elder statesman of BMX, any discipline that is, 40 years of age, going after guys like Zach Warden that are 18 years old, but don't count out DMC. He always throws a bag of tricks. He comes up with new stuff, it seems like, every time we see him, Dave. You got to give it to him, man. I mean, 40 years old out here riding. I mean, it's, you know, Dennis has been around for, I mean, think about it. He turned pro in like 1984. Are you kidding me? That's like, it's nuts. So, you know, Dennis is, it's amazing. It's amazing he's still out there, and he's in 5th place right now. So look at him. He's the event organizer. He's the guy that runs the show as far as all of the disciplines concerned. He got a double duty or triple duty, if you will, this week. But you like his style. He still doesn't back down. You ask him every week, when are you going to stop? I don't know. Now, what's right about Dennis, man, he puts in 110% every single time. Dude, he doesn't go out there and just float around. He gives it everything he's got. And I love to see him when he stays on and he puts together a solid run. It's awesome. You know, you can see the smile and, you know, this big carbon flare. Barspin 5 maybe coming up. Oh, double barspin. Oh, he caught it. Oh, D. Hard crash. That was a hard one. A little head slap there. But, you know, Dennis went forward. He wanted double barspin, probably barspin 5. He's, oh, man. And Dave, you know, it has to be tough for the other riders to see Dennis go down like that and know that you still have your run. First and foremost, your concern are for Dennis McCoy, but you also think about trying to wipe this out of your head too, right? Oh, absolutely. It can throw your psyche off for sure, you know, and somebody like Dennis, man, such a good guy, you know, and he happens to be a good friend of mine. So when you're riding out there and that happens to your friend, you kind of feel sometimes like you're out there alone, and that it makes it tough for sure. You just got to try to push through it and stay positive, and you know, as long as, you know, that's crazy. Chad Kagey's the next guy in the line. We'll see him in just a moment, but I mean, you've got to shake it off. And at one of those first stops, it was Kagey who had, you know, to be carted off, and everybody else was. It's almost like, you know, you don't ever want it to happen, but someday it could be your turn. It's not when, it's not if, it's when. That's usually what we say. And you know, you hope that those days that you just don't feel 100%, you don't try to put 110% out. And we want to point out too, though, that Dennis was moving, and also this is a precautionary moment for these guys. Rick Barr is the best at what he does with all the action sports athletes, and a precautionary thing to, you know, evaluate him away from the course and make sure that everything is all right. There's his wife Parity over the side. Wow, D was out for a while. As the medical staff make their way with Dennis McCoy, precautionary measures. You see a smile on his face. There's his wife, Parity. He's been in this situation before, and he always fights back, Dennis. I mean, Dennis McCoy is one of the toughest, if not the toughest guy in the sport. He takes some big ones, that's for sure. He keeps on ticking. And I'll tell you what, when you get knocked out on a ramp, it's always, you know, getting, you know, hauled off on a stretcher's, man, it really, really ruins the buzz at that point too. You're like, man, you know, it's just being restrained after you just, you know, wad it up. It's. And generally, the unwritten rule as a rider, though, you want to walk off if at all possible, unless they're forcing you, which that, you know, can be the case at the time. You want to walk off from there. What happened here? Okay, ready? Double bar spin, caught him, over rotated. Means he did more than a 180 and just came out kind of high sided in a sense and just went. You know, he just got his head just right there, man. You know, it's, you know, when you ride a vert ramp, you want to do it. You know, when you double bar spin, you want to be almost under rotate a 180, so you can come in, and by the time you catch the bars, he caught the bars so early, he had so much time up there, he just kept rotating. Body just keeps going to that high side slap. Yeah. Sometimes you know, you do something too quick, you have so much more time, and you're up there kind of waiting to do something else, and he's over rotated high sided and a little head slap. Chad Kagey coming up next, 28-year-old out of California. He's had some injury this year. I mean, he broke his collarbone and had some shoulder injury.